So, I mean, I think the policy and process that somebody brought up earlier, because, policy and process equals time, and time is the killer of all things. Somehow we need to re-engineer, reimagine these processes so that they fit within a mobile life cycle. Right now, most, manufacturers, software vendors are turning product 9 months to a year. I know that's roughly what we're doing. So, somehow we have to figure out how we fit these processes, because many of these manufacturers can't keep the supply chain together that long. So understanding that, I think some of the other key things that I would say is, understanding who you're building it for and what the business need. I think we're seeing in many cases a lot of what I would call random acts of mobility. Interesting, but really trying to understand those things. Sometimes I think we get hung up on the B2C, B2B, B2E. Whether they're my employer, my customers, my constituents, things like that. They're all real people, and they're all people with real needs. And, enabling those people, I think, additionally, sometimes we get sidetracked by the technology, device, app, containerization, HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, native, which is the wrong thing. Focus on the business problem and the business need you're trying to solve. There is no business value to an app that doesn't get used. So the one thing I will say is, if we don't use mobility as a means to drive the adoption curve, then we failed. Because right now, traditional ERP systems have like about a 30% adoption rate. The quickest way to resolve some of the budget challenges, things like that, is actually get people interacting with these systems and making it seamless and flawless. It used to be we would wrap, users around the system. Now we got to wrap the systems around the users.
Interesting point.
So, it's just a very, very new way of looking at it. But just keep in mind, it wasn't too long ago that we thought the solar system, everything revolved around the Earth. In reality, it all revolves around the sun. And in this case, it really has to revolve around the user, because we can put all the security measures, and I'm not minimizing it, because that is a real challenge that we've got to face.
Right.
But it needs to be that contextual security. It's not a one-size-fits-all. What are you trying to achieve? What data are you passing? How can I enable it so I'm truly enabling the users to get real value?
Yeah, well